Okay guys, sorry that there was a bit of a delay there again. We are back and we are playing another episode of DDLC Blue Skies. For those of you wondering, because there's always someone who asks, yes, this is a mod. And as is usual, we'll be going through the Sayori route. So yeah, this is where we left off. Yeah, Sayori, for those of you who didn't catch the last stream, let me do a little recap. Sayori told us about her mental health issues, I'll say. Think maybe YouTube might demonetize me if I say something differently, but yeah. She told us about her issues and we convinced her to try therapy. This is a few days after that. Also, there's some sort of tension between Sayori and MC in this route, in which basically MC hangs out with Yuri a bit. And she told him some personal stuff and he didn't feel like sharing it with Sayori. So now there's some sort of tension. It's like the opposite of the Yuri route, where Yuri thought Sayori would be better for MC. Here, Sayori thinks Yuri would be better for MC. So yeah. Also, in case anyone is wondering why my name has two H's in this mod, I kind of misspelt it and I don't know how to change it. Basically, I installed this mod on a new computer and then I wrote my name wrong. If you go back and see the very first parts of this series, you'll see though that my name is spelled correctly. Also, I do believe we're in Act 3 now, so we're going towards the end game here. Oh, but there's lots of stuff you can do indoors. This might be the video where we, just a heads up. There is an adult scene in this, and while I have set it to be censored, it might be this video. I know it's going to come up eventually, so it might be there, just a warning for everyone. And that was a firework in the background. I don't know why. Well, people here burst fireworks almost all the time, so whatever. When I say Act 3, I mean Act 3 of the mod, not Act 3 of, the game. The original game. Answer Fee's question in chat. And that's another firework. Most likely there's a wedding or something going around again. But they just feel like bursting fireworks for whatever reason. I hope it's not too loud and it's not interfering with anything. Wakey wakey, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. I made you breakfast. You didn't have to, Drechenaux. Yeah, she kind of feels like she's a burden on the main character. That he should be with someone else. What time is it? Like 11? You can thank your Dear Sunshine poem for inspiration, especially that last line. Yeah, the I want breakfast. God, I'm so selfish. I have such a thoughtful breakfast. Sorry. I just said I have such a thoughtful breakfast. That is hilarious, actually. But anyway, I have such a thoughtful boyfriend who's been super considerate and made me breakfast in bed. I can't even thank you properly. You went through all this just for me. Anyone else would be really appreciative, and yet here I am complaining that you're here. No, it's not like that at all. I mean, yeah, I was hoping you'd be a little bit happier to see me, but... Well, it's kinda on me for forgetting how difficult mornings can be for you. Don't worry about it. I don't get the feeling that you don't want me here. Relax. This is really good. It's pretty basic stuff, to be honest. I'm glad you like it. Natsuki's cooking has nothing on me, as you can see. How is that you can make me laugh even when it's the last thing I want to do? Magic, I think? Maybe I was a comedian in my past life. It's a question that science has been trying to answer for the past 100 or so years. By the way, can we just have a lazy day today? I don't really feel like going outside or anything. Fine by me. Right, so this is after January, New Year, so we should be getting to Valentine's Day soon. I think we'll get to it in this episode, so yeah. And then maybe we'll see that adult scene. So again, if you don't want to see it and log off the stream, we may not see it this episode. Again, that's another thing. I'll put in a little warning before. What's up? I don't do Yuri's line, by the way. For those of you who are new, I don't do Yuri's lines and I don't do Monika's lines. I don't have voices for them. My voice range is rather limited. Go on. Oh yeah, that book. I think it was It, right? I haven't read much of it, to be honest. I think the movie version is on Netflix, though. Hang on, let me check. What's up? Oh, you know the book Yuri lent me? I'm checking to see if it's on Netflix. We're gonna have a horror night? Well, I told Yuri I'd let her know my thoughts on the book with her. I haven't really read enough of it to really discuss it. If I can find it on Netflix, then I thought we could all watch it together instead. Oh no, you're inviting Yuri over. You are so dense, MC. Oh, here it is. Oh, are you okay with it? No, she isn't. I mean, just look at her face. Of course. I'd be a terrible friend if I stopped her from coming over. Other people are out there having tough times too. Okay. Now, to answer Joshua's question in chat, I'm doing pretty fine, thank you. I hope all of you are doing well as well. And to put in some context, Yuri lent him the book for It, IT, basically the movie with the clown and the, balloon. And I haven't actually seen it or read the book, but whatever. But yeah, there's this tension between Sayori and Yuri, like I was saying earlier. Sayori thinks Yuri would be a better girlfriend for MC. And so he's being kind of, dense and stuff by inviting her over. He's basically, inviting friction into the relationship. And he should have been able to see. And right now, like, Sayori's like, I don't want to be a bad friend by not letting her come over, but I think she wanted to spend her time with MC. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Okay, I figured that if you were here too, you wouldn't feel like I was, I don't know, leaving you out or anything. It's fine, Drechenaux. Dear God, that clown looks even uglier on the big screen. I've never liked clowns. Good news, I found it. You can come over. Sayori is here too, by the way. Yeah, she said she's fine with it. It's all good. But trust me. And then, someone says in Morgan Freeman's voice, but it was not all good. Hey, Yuri, come on in. Sayori's in the living room. Yeah, neither have we. Should be interesting. Hey, Yuri. Only one way to find out. Well, you kind of got scared, MC, during the Halloween special, so I don't think you're in any position to call someone a chicken. The thing is, most horror movies are bad. Like, I've seen a few of them. A lot of them are just plain, just bad. The story isn't good and stuff. Oh no, please don't tell me they're gonna go in that creepy building. Wow, why would you go in there? It's just a nightmare waiting to happen. Yeah, she's sad, that we're together. He's alone. Spoiler alert, it's not really a spoiler because we already saw this in the Yuri route. But if it's basically your first time and you're only seeing the Yuri route, Yuri's parents are dead. Died, I think, last year in the timeline of this mod. So she's an orphan. Yeah, I agree. Jump scares just annoy me, really. They startle you, sure, and the build-up can be tense. But from what I've seen, horror movies make it really obvious when one's coming up. The music goes really quiet or really spooky. The character is in a dark place. You okay, Sayori? I don't really have much to say. You two carry on, I'm fine. Okay, this is bad. She feels like a third wheel. Well, actually, the second part I think is out. Just came out, I think so. I haven't seen any of them, though. The second part is about how the characters come back to fight the clown when they're adults, right? But yeah, definitely this is going to dampen our relationship with Sayori. Since we're heading towards the finale, it's basically a point, you can tell, that there's going to be an argument. Like, we argued with Yuri before the ending of the, the ending of the route. We're probably going to argue with Sayori too. Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry, Yuri. I didn't realize it was private. See ya. Bye, Yuri. I hope you were right about that therapy, Drechenaux. I'm dreading tomorrow. It's going to be just fine, don't worry. Why, what's tomorrow? I hope so. I should probably get going as well. I'll see you tomorrow. Or is tomorrow just school? That's why they're talking about it. Anyway, as far as I know, therapy for depression takes several weeks to, work, actually, unless it's easy. So it's probably going to be like 6 or 8 weeks before Sayori starts feeling better. Hey Sayori, ready to get going? Yeah. Where are they going? I don't remember. They might have mentioned it. Oh, okay, so they're going to the clinic. But she said she had treatment when she was a kid. That sentence, that he was the first person she test to doesn't make sense. Her parents must have known, so must have her earlier doctor. I've heard a few horror stories about people who get really insensitive therapists. I was really scared that he'd be one of them. But he was really patient, so that could have gone a lot worse. I'm really proud of you, Sayori. I know that must have been really hard for you to do, but with how confusing all of this can be. It really does make me happy that you're doing this. I'm glad to hear that, Drechenaux. I really... By the way, can we spend the rest of the day together? I don't want to go home just yet. Of course we can. Cuddling up on the couch it is. And maybe a bit more than that. I don't know when that scene is going to come up. And in case you don't know, I put up an uncensored version of your scene on YouTube. I got a community guideline strike because of that. I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to put it straight up on BitChute. You'll want to see the uncensored. Hey, Sayori. Yeah? Why don't we play something? You don't have enough people for a board game, though. Yeah, I don't mean board games. Remember when we used to play video games together when we were kids? I've always found video games as a really good way to escape reality. Last year when I was really lonely, I found it helped to take my mind off things. Plus there's some games I have that I think you might enjoy. Sure, that could be fun. What games were you thinking of? As it turns out, I still have some of those games we used to play. Do you remember Banjo-Kazooie? Ooh, the one with the bear? Yeah, that's the one. Let's give it a whirl. And in case you all are wondering, I do remember though that Sayori mentioned she had played it. Basically in the Christmas special, basically, or whenever it was Christmas in this mod, they were playing a game of Brainiac, and the question came up on what the animals were in Banjo-Kazooie. I do remember that. I just felt like I need to say that, because I'm guessing there's someone in chat who would probably say or wonder, you know, basically if you're watching you might be wondering if I got that or not. Some people must have understood that I did. Aha! I knew I'd find the jigsaw piece there. You'll never know just how cute you are, Sayori. Huh? Just seeing you happy makes me so happy. I swear that nothing will ever change that. Aw. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but where did all of this come from? Oh yeah, as someone said in the chat, there are a lot of hanging jokes in this mod. Like hang out with Sayori, you know, really getting the hang of it. You realize, you know, at some point it must have been purposeful. Drechenaux? Are you there? You're looking kinda sad. What's up? I'm sorry, Sayori. What are you sorry for, silly? We've only properly begun to hang out not too long ago, right? In September? Again, the hang word. Yeah? And you've been depressed for so many years. I wasn't there for you. We drifted apart all because of what? Because I was an idiot who prioritized gaming and anime over you. I can't even imagine how hard things were for you when we weren't really talking. Drechenaux, none of that is your fault. And part of me thinks that, well, had I made more of an effort with you back then, perhaps us drifting apart didn't cause me to be depressed, Drechenaux. Truthfully, I don't really know why I developed depression. There's a lot I don't know about my condition, but one thing I know is that it doesn't really have a reason. That's what my doctor said the last time I tried therapy. So please, don't you ever think that you somehow contributed. You're like the polar opposite. When I'm with you, I'm happy. You make me feel like I'm actually worth something, even though my brain really tries hard to tell me that you're lying. Yeah, but that's in the present. What about in the past? When there were years where we didn't hang out at all. Again with the hang word. I actually had this conversation with Monica once. It's normal for friendships to be like that, I think. You can go a long time without talking to someone. If you reconnect with them and you can both get along as if nothing ever happened. Did anything really change? The way I see it, we get along just as well now as when we did as kids. Besides, what happened in the past was the past. If anything, the times apart made me appreciate the time I do spend with you, even more. Well, I'm glad you feel that way, Sayori, I really am. You going to therapy today made me realize the reality of depression. It made me reflect on how much I've been absent in your life. I didn't mean to spring this on you out of the blue like that. Especially when you wanted to take your mind off therapy. It was pretty inconsiderate of me. It's okay, it really is. I'm just glad that we can talk these things out, you know? You've been really patient with me, so it's the least I can do for you. I'd much rather we talked about whatever bothers you than you bottling it up. After all, bottles are meant to be shared, right? Huh, if you say so. I do. Seriously, Drechenaux, please don't blame yourself for anything, okay? I've been much happier ever since you came back into my life. I wouldn't have been able to go to therapy if you weren't with me. Like you said, well, I agree, it is a big step to take. I'd gone so many years thinking that this was something I'd have to bear alone. It's nice not having to go through this by myself. Besides, we can't really change the past, can we? Yeah, I guess you're right. You really do have such a big heart, you know that? Nothing ever changed with you. That's never going to change. Or are people commenting simp in the chat? Now, I think we have some jigsaws to collect. Of course, let's get back to the game, shall we? Wow, it's super late already. And tomorrow's a school day as well. No fun. Tell me about it. Monday mornings are the absolute worst. Not even Sakurai can save them. I just want another break. We just had our Christmas one. I know. Oh well. Anyway, I should get going. Ah, leaving so soon? But it's late. Wow, you've fallen into my grand trap. Now there's no escape. Ah, you caught me. Whatever can I do? Nothing. My mastermind plan is absolutely foolproof. Is it Sayori proof? What do you... No fair. Are you complaining? If you'd prefer, I could just... not kiss you again? Hey, I didn't say that. Okay. You win. But there's one thing you didn't prepare for. Shouldn't be a question mark. Oh, and what could that be? Boop. Well, surprise sneaky boops aren't allowed. Oh, but surprise sneaky kisses are? You had me trapped. It was just self-defense. So was my boop. This isn't over, meanie. Looking forward to our rematch then. Okay, Sayori. How about... Okay, so again, we are at a point where we can, we have a choice. With the Yuri route, it worked depending on your choices, you know, something different would happen and the ending would be different. So we have two options here. I'll walk you home. You can stay the night. Between the two of them, I do like you can stay the night a bit better. I don't really know what choices the game wants you to make. With the Yuri route, it wanted you to make Yuri independent, come out of her shell. I'm not sure about the Sayori route. I don't think it's safe to leave her alone, but let me go with this option. Don't worry, we'll do all the options later on, eventually. Why don't you stay the night? Here? That way we can also make breakfast tomorrow morning before school. Oh, I didn't think of it, that. Where would we sleep, though? Well, I was thinking I could take the sofa and you could have my bed. There's no way I'm letting that happen. You can sleep with me. What? What? Yeah, she's thinking of like two kids sleeping together, not the adult thing. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant. Anyway, I'm just gonna get my stuff from my place, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, someone said maybe I can improve my mic with RTX voice if you have a GTX or RTX. I do not know about that. I'm aware that my mic isn't very high quality. It's mostly just passable, plus there are some audio setting issues. I'm just gonna get changed, then I'll join you. Won't you be cold in those pajamas? Nope. I have you to warm me up, remember? Oh, we might actually get the 18 plus scene. So in case any of you are uncomfortable with it, you can. I don't think it'll be this one though, because this depended on a choice. As far as I know, that's come up regardless, and based on the Yuri route, I think it'll happen on Valentine's Day. Good night, Sayori. Good night, Drechenaux. Oh no, she's crying. Why can't you hear me? I need you. Come back. Please come back. Sayori? Sayori, it's okay. I'm here. It's okay. Drechenaux? It's me, Sayori. We're just having a nightmare. Don't worry, I've got you. That was horrible. What happened? Everything was so dark. You, Monica, Natsuki, you were all there. But whenever I tried to talk to you, it's like there was an invisible bubble around me. None of you could hear me, but there was this shadowy figure that kept talking to me. And he kept saying horrible, horrible things. He told me that I was useless and that everyone would be so much better off if I wasn't around. You'd be much happier with Yuri. That therapy is pointless and I'm just fighting a losing battle. Nothing more than a false hope, no matter how hard I tried to believe otherwise. I tried calling out to you, the girls, to anyone. It was just me and the voice tormenting me, telling me everything that I've been trying so hard not to believe. It felt so real, Drechenaux, so real. Just when I thought things might have a chance of being okay again. I hate this. Why can't I just be normal? And it's already 7. I'm sorry, Drechenaux, I just can't go to school today. It's okay, I won't go either. Huh? But what about... I couldn't care less about that. There's no way that I'm going to leave you alone after what you've just experienced. I can miss the odd day off school, it's fine. I'll get you some water. Be back in a second. I don't know why I'm like this, Drechenaux. Why is it that something as stupid as a little nightmare makes me feel this bad? I was hoping that finally there was a light at the end of the tunnel. But that was just naive of me, wasn't it? It's okay, you don't have to say anything, Drechenaux. I know you might feel like you have to say some magical words to make me feel better, but all you have to do is listen. What really hurt me was that voice telling me that you'd be much better off with Yuri as your girlfriend. I'm trying really hard to believe that I'm a good girlfriend, that I'm worth your time, but... those doubts are always there in the back of my mind. That was another firework. I know you'd never break my trust, but I just wish I could convince my stupid brain to see it the same way. It's so unfair because I can see how hard you're trying. Please believe me when I say I really appreciate you, Drechenaux. I'm just so scared that might all be for nothing. What do you mean? Well, what if I never get better? What if I'm always going to be like this? My pieces are all broken. You're trying so hard to put them back together, but what if you can't? What if you can't put them back together because some of them are gone? I hate feeling like this. Feeling like I've lost something that I'll never get back no matter how good your support or how well therapy goes. I can't remember the last time I wasn't so tired, Drechenaux. That's the worst part about depression, the exhaustion that never goes away. An exhaustion that sleep can never fix. The only good thing about sleep is that it's an escape from my mind, at least for a few hours. Well, when I don't have nightmares, I'm just so tired of it all. I wish that I could just wake up one day and actually have hope. Actual, genuine hope. The hope that maybe, just maybe, things might be okay. Just when I begin to think that this could be true. Days like this happen. Like these happen. I hate these days. I hate these days so much. Therapy is already hard enough and these nightmares make me feel like what little progress I've made has been reset. All of the doubts that I tried so hard to keep in check break free, and they're merciless. We will get through this together, Sayori. Just like I said, I don't care how long it takes or what we have to endure. That's a promise. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but sorry, let me pause for a second. I think there's another wedding procession happening just outside and they're playing very loud music. They usually don't actually care about noise and disturbing other people here. So if you guys can hear that, if it's leaking out in the background, I'm sorry about that. But I'm never going to stop until we see this through. No matter what, you'll never be alone in dealing with this. And if your pieces are broken, we'll create new ones. I can imagine how hard it is for you. Really, Drechenaux? How can you possibly know what it's like to feel how I'm feeling? Exactly. You don't know what this feels like. The constant numbness, the constant feeling that no matter what I do, this shadow will always be here. Crying myself to sleep, waking up in tears, having to fake everything because you're terrified that people will see the real you. But I've seen the real you, and you're still here and you're still trying to help. I get it. I really do. I know you're trying to help, but it's hard to see your encouragement as anything more than just empty words. This isn't something you can just fix by saying the right stuff. As much as I wish it was. I'm scared, Drechenaux. I know, Sayori. I'm scared as well. Sayori? I'm sorry if I say the wrong things. I just don't know what the right things to say and do are. This whole thing is just totally alien to me, and after you told me that my words are pretty much empty, well, I'm starting to doubt everything. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It came out much harsher than I intended. I want to believe what you say, I really do. I know that I shouldn't feel jealous and that I shouldn't compare myself to the other girls. I want to believe all the lovely, reassuring things you say to me. But I can't. I know that what you're saying makes sense. It's just, internalizing it is a whole other story. It's not your problem. It's all on me, being unable to get over this stupid thing. Depression isn't just a stupid thing, though. I know it's much more than that, Drechenaux. I just can't help how angry it makes me. I just want to be normal, like everyone else. It's like I'm not in control of my own body. The depression is the one that chooses my mood for the day. It chooses how I react to things, what I say. That rhymed. Like the day you made me breakfast. I really wish that I was appreciated from the start, instead of being irritated that you were in my room so early. Wasn't that just yesterday, though? It's so unfair. I keep going on and on about it, and... Don't ever apologize for venting about your depression, Sayori. I know that my words probably don't sound as reassuring and helpful as I want them to be, but one thing that'll never change will be my willingness to listen. You've been battling this alone for so long, so it's only fair that I can be a shoulder to cry on. Problem shared is a problem halved, right? Well, it's obviously not that simple in this case, but it's something. It does help to at least be able to talk about it. That's something then. Having you around, as much as I don't think I deserve your support, it does make a difference. That makes me happy. Really? Yeah, it might not be a huge help, but it's still some help, surely. Yeah, I guess so. My mom told me there would be days like these. Oh, well, back in November, after our fight, I was a bit lost. I didn't know who to turn to, so I asked Mom for advice. What did she say? She said if you date someone with depression, you have good days like the ones we've had before, and bad days like today, I guess. Does she have depression herself? I hope she dates someone who had it in the past. It's kind of spooky how accurate her advice was. What was it? She told me about how important it is to be patient and understanding, for a start. Which you have been. I don't know. I still have no idea what I'm doing. I don't really know if I'm saying or doing the right things. I thought I was, but after you told me that my words are just empty, I'm starting to doubt everything. Sorry, I didn't mean that. For what it's worth, you've been a great boyfriend, Drechenaux. It's not fair on you. Your heart has always been in the right place, and you put up with my moods. All I can do in return is snap at you for the smallest of things. I knew it wasn't going to be. Mom did warn me. Being honest with you, it's times like these that make me realize just how serious depression is. I'm glad I got the wake-up call sooner rather than later. Neither of us really know what we're doing, but at least we have each other, right? It's also our first relationship, so we've really been fighting an uphill battle from the start. I've definitely enjoyed my time with you so far. You think I'm a good boyfriend, so we could be doing a lot worse. I don't know, could we? I feel like our relationship has been just been you putting up with me. Do we have a future together? What do you think? Honest question. I don't know. You want us to have a future together? Yes. So do I. What about when we start our last year in school? Or when we leave school? What if you go to university and I don't? What if? Sayori, listen to me. Let's just take our relationship one day at a time, okay? You'll probably drive yourself crazy by trying to predict the future. Do I know if we'll be together in a year? Truthfully, I don't. I have no clue what life will be like after school, but there's no point worrying about it now, because it doesn't get you anywhere. Yeah, you're right. I'm glad that one of us can think rationally. Nah, remember how I thought we'd let a spirit loose in the classroom back in October? That was the polar opposite of rational. I really enjoyed that day. It was nice to dress up in silly costumes and scare each other. A real throwback to our childhood. Definitely a highlight of the year, along with Christmas. There's something really satisfying about seeing someone light up when they unwrap a present you got them. I have the photo you gave me in my room. By the way, it always makes me smile whenever I see it. Even when you're not physically around, you still make me happy. Please don't forget that. Thank you, Drechenaux. I'll do my best. Chat has gone awfully quiet. I'm guessing everyone is just watching the modder stuff. Or maybe some of you are actually have class and you're just watching this in the background or something. And yeah, I think Valentine's Day is going to come soon. I think that's the next big day in this mod. The thing is, if it's only been 2 weeks, probably isn't going to get much better. It takes several weeks. You had the same look that I had on my face when my homeroom teacher wanted to talk to me about my post-school plans. You don't know what you want to do, I wouldn't worry about it. After all, you're just a second year, so you do have another year to figure it out. Having said that, do you have any idea at all? To be honest with you, sir, I haven't really given it much thought at all. The past 5 months have been really... well, they haven't really given me much time to think about it. Well, let's try this from another angle. Does higher education interest you at all? Going to university? Or would you perhaps be more inclined towards finding a job as soon as you leave school? University sounds good, although I'm not sure what I'd study. You'll definitely find it easier to land a job if you have a degree under your belt. That's good to know then. All I have to do is pick a subject, I guess. I know it can be a little daunting, especially when you aren't sure. My advice would be to go with a subject you enjoy and do well in. Far from me to be biased, but you are a rather talented historian. What can you do with a history degree? Teach other people history. The skills you get from a history degree can transfer to a lot of other fields. A lot of historians I knew went into journalism, academia, teaching, or even the law. Obviously, I'm not biased in any way, but history is the best subject to study. My science teachers say otherwise, sir. Those haughty scientists, they could just pry themselves away from their Bunsen burners and glass vials for 5 minutes. Ahem. Anyway, it's good that you at least got a vague idea of what you want to do. There's no rush or anything. Just take some time to think about what you'd like to study at university. We can always have another discussion later. Will do, sir. Thank you. Hey, guys. Yes, there's some tension between her and you. Everything all right, Monica? Yeah, sorry, oh, wait, sorry, I don't do her voice. Not bad, not bad. Sakurai was just talking to me about what my plans are after high school. Bet that was fun. You don't have to bother with that stuff just yet. Lucky, I still don't really know what I want to do. Yeah, in this mod, Natsuki is 1 year behind everyone else. I told him I wanted to go to university, but I can't really decide what I want to do. I'm starting to realize I probably should have given this more thought. Yeah, Monica would definitely say that. Most likely her parents are pressuring her too. How about you, Yuri? Any ideas? Fitting choice. University. Who knows what life will be like for all of us when we've left school. How about you, Monica? I'd imagine you've got a lot of choice, given how you excel in pretty much every subject. Yeah, that's her deal in this mod. He's basically someone who's really overpressured and stuff. And pressured to be the perfect kid. That's her, story arc in this mod rather than being self-aware. Yeah, that's not like you at all. Oh, I'm fine. Just kinda tired, that's all. Don't worry about me. I think she wants to apologize for being so judgmental. Oh, okay, that's what she's asking. I thought it was going in a different direction. It'll be fine, just dealing with some stuff, that's all. That was when I knew less about it. Me? Oh, of course. It's appreciated. I'll see what Sayori thinks. Answer Aaron the Wolf's question in chat. No, you can't choose your gender in this mod. I'm pretty sure you're a boy. Yeah, you're 100% a boy in this mod. Sorry I'm late. It's okay, let's go. You know what was up with Monica? Funny you mention her because she just asked me what was up with you. Yeah, sorry, I kind of turned my mic off, something basically distracted me. Let me just go through history and read what happened. Anyway, no, I don't know why Monica seemed so snappy at lunch. You mentioned her parents, so they're probably being a bit overbearing. Must be difficult to maintain that model student. When you're at the top, the only place to go from there is down. To answer Aaron's question, there are a few mods in which you can play as a girl. I don't know any mod in which lets you choose your gender. You can sort of do that in Monica After Story. She'll ask you your gender and you can sort of choose. But otherwise, there's no real mod I know which lets you. There are some gender swapped mods, and I've played one of them. DDLC Switcheroo, you can see that, but I mean, you can just search for that on YouTube. I have played it, as it's possible. Yeah. Juggling academics with sports and other extracurriculars must be really stressful. I don't know how she does it, to be honest. I felt a little sorry for Natsuki, though. The conversation kinda excluded her. I know for sure that when I was a first year, post-school plans hadn't even crossed my mind. Yeah, I thought that too. Well, we'll make sure to include her next time. Good shout. Hey, Mom. I know, I really should have called you earlier. It's not that I didn't want to. Anyway, Sayori is with me right now. Do you want to say hello? Hi, it's really nice to see you again. Of course, he's been really good to me. Mom, really? Little Prince? Well, at least we've established what Sayori is going to be calling me for the next... Sayori, do not take her side. You're my girlfriend. And you're asking Sayori of all people to help me with that? Hey. Yeah, his parents are divorced. For those of you who are tuned, and this is their first episode. That's awesome, Mom. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That's gonna come up soon. I forgot how nice your mom is. Yeah, she's always been such a good parent. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. We've crossed the 1 hour mark and I didn't want to end the stream while we were talking in the middle of a conversation. I think that's a nice place to leave off. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. Overall, I have to say I think I'm enjoying the Sayori route more than the Yuri route. It's have more emotional depth to it. I guess because of the two of them have a longer history together. And I think I'll do another stream this Sunday. I know you guys prefer I do on Sunday, because then you're all free and you don't have class. So that's just going to be in 2 days, so hopefully we'll meet again soon. But yeah, thanks for watching.